So this is an incorrect understanding of what God is all about. We exist together, all of us, and we are all looking for the same purpose, because within us there's this something we need to address. There's something we need to address within us, and because we don't address it, we are constantly running, whether we're watching a movie or taking a trip to find ourselves, whatever it is, right? If we take a vacation from work and we go somewhere and we take a break for a little bit, we feel refreshed. But if we stayed in that vacation for too long, we would start again feeling bored, and we would start feeling that we're missing something. If we left this place where we're living because we're not feeling so comfortable here and we moved somewhere else, we might feel comfortable for a little while, but after a little while, again, all those feelings would start coming back. Again, you would start feeling bored. Again, you would start feeling all that, life is not what it's supposed to be. Because there's something within us. Whether you want to call it a vortex or a generator or a light of God, there's something within all of us that we need to address. It's a feeling. It's something that cannot be ignored. And the only way to understand that feeling is to give in to that feeling and to dissolve yourself into that feeling. And we need to just let go ourselves, which is this body. We just need to let go and just relax into that feeling. And it takes you into dimensions beyond yourself. And then you start understanding the whole concept and the understanding of what God's being is. Then the whole perception of, I need to follow this religion to attain God. I need to go to this temple to attain God. People go to these places to find themselves, but really at the end of the day, that what they're looking for is inside. It's an understanding within us. Everything is within us. If we just feel, you will start feeling that absolute bliss. You would go into your bliss body. Like, as we know, as in spiritual teachings, we have various bodies, right? We have that mental body, so we have to accept and address who we are mentally. Then our physical body. Are we able to control our body? Are we able to function properly? Or are we blind to some things? Our awareness capacity, how aware are we every single day of what's going on around us, right? All of these things are just a stepping stone into your journey of unveiling the truth to yourself. Then there's this point that comes within you. That's when we started feeling that God within us, right? This is called the blissful body. This is where the bliss starts happening, where you almost feel like you're drunk, you're high on just life. I was just reading the other day, there's over 100 cannabis receptors in our mind that get activated once you're enlightened. They get activated naturally. There's no need of any substance. Even the people that take the substance, they are now actually making themselves aware of how alert they are. There's yogis and that actually drink full bottles of wine completely, right? But they're absolutely alert. Absolutely alert. Why is that? Right? What are they doing by doing this, right? What is their purpose? Spirituality is not something separate from us or your life. It's nothing separate. We say things, like, oh yeah, if we stop this, we're going to become spiritual. It's nothing like that. It's all within. It's all within us. But how alert are we? How attentive are we? How aware are we of ourselves? And how much is that expanding? And the more your container expands, the more God fills. He keeps filling. You can call it Nur, right? Nur is light of God. He says that if you remember me, I remember you. So what is this perception of you remembering me? What is happening? What is activating within us when we remember, right? You don't have to stop anything that you're doing, but you just have to increase the perception of remembrance. We have to increase the perception of remembrance. You don't have to stop anything that you're doing. Life can continue the way it is. But the spirituality, we've taken in the Western world too much out of context. It's more to do with, if we do it like this, we're going to attain spirituality. Yet, you don't have to do anything. You just have to be. There's two ways we are every day. We are either be, we're just there, or we're trying to become something. We're constantly trying to become something. I got to go to work. I got to get promoted. I got to make more money. I got to buy a house. I got to have all this lavish life. And when I have all of this, I'm still unhappy. Why am I unhappy? Because I have not addressed what my feeling is of bliss with the connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to God, to His blissfulness. So because we don't address that, all this starts looking like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with anything. Some people are clearly made, they're like, yogis, gurus, masters. They don't need anything. Life just gives to them because they're so in remembrance of God. Some are given a different project. It's all by God, right? Everything's given by God. If all of us sat here today and did nothing, the life could not continue. But it's through the master, through the Grand Master, that he has given us various duties. Who you are is an expression of God. Who you are, you're an expression of God. You're not different from God. What you do, I cannot judge you because you are an expression of Him. So therefore, that's mercy, that's blissful, that's grace, that's all the good things. Because this is where God's existence is. In this room, everybody here is an existence of God. Every single person. And it's an expression of God. There's no one separate from God. Because you follow a specific religion, and if you try to convince me to come to your religion because I will find God, well, that's your expression. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, you saying, that's fine. But the one that understands, and God blesses, and He will bless every person that is seeking Him directly. He's seeking Him through the masters. He's seeking to know what the truth. He or she is seeking the truth. That blissfulness, when they address that feeling within them, then they understand that the body and the mind and the soul, this body here is not me anymore. It is not me. It is an existence, yes, just like I'm in existence, you're in existence. We're in existence. We're just existing. The journey of time and space no longer matter anymore. The journey of death will come to me. Doesn't matter anymore. Because if God doesn't have a beginning and God doesn't have an end, so does your soul have a beginning? Does your soul have an end? It's not possible. Because He blew the soul, based on many scriptures, He blew the soul into man. So if He blew the soul into man, He Himself is universal, with no shape or form. So if He blew the soul within me and you, then how can I have a beginning or an end? Who created that concept of beginning and end? The separation and the imagination of the man's mind. If a man keeps his attention still, his true self starts penetrating if he keeps his mind still. The mind has its own world. So for example, some people, we all have things that we do every day. Every single day we do things. We experience everything every single day. And everything that you do absorbs in our mind like a sponge. It takes everything in. It's okay. It's there for it to be absorbed. The problem comes in where we start thinking that we are those things, or we are attached to those things somehow, somewhere. It's kind of like a garbage can, right? Garbage can is a very important thing in a home, isn't it? That's one thing you probably cannot live without. You can live without a TV. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it. You can get away from a phone. But garbage, like I can't leave all the garbage here. It'll start stinking up. So, garbage can is probably the most important part in your house. Like you gotta throw it out. so we can take it out, right? So it's gone. Kind of like that, right? Like you're using it, it's useful, but you're not it. You see what I mean? You're taking it in, but you're not the garbage. You're taking it with you, right? So it's there, you acknowledge it, but you're not it. So we're all always in purity. We're always in existence. We're always there to exist in purity, right? We're taking the garbage out so we can stay clean. Your house stays clean because you take the garbage out. So you have two perceptions every day. We have two perceptions every single day. One perception is we're into the filth. We're diving deep into it. Or we can dive into the cleanliness within ourselves. You can call that cleanliness. You can call it